How's it going, guys? My name is Splattercat, and welcome to this, the second mission of our Serious Sam playthrough. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have done a little research, but not into the level. I haven't done research into the level just yet, but I have looked into the length, and I think we're going to have to break this level into two parts. It seems like they're getting a little bit longer each time, so I'm going to break this into two parts. So the level is loaded, we are locked, ready to go, we are ready to spray some rounds at whatever gets in our way, so let's do it. Let me click the continue here, and...
Let there be light.
Serious Sam, he appears to either be a biblical fan or...
I missed the party.
Well, yeah, we missed the party. So, where we had left off, our entire team had gotten wiped out, certainly by the fact that we had just decided not to show up to the party in the first place. They'd probably be completely fine had we decided to show up, but we were lackluster in that regard. We fell out of the helicopter, we're not so good at using our seatbelts, we did not click it, we didn't get a ticket, but we did indeed fall from the heavens. And so now we've infiltrated this museum to try and find a doctor who has like something that we need. I don't know. It's all just a pretense to blow stuff up. So let's get moving.
Sam, I raised Stein. He's up on the second floor. Sounds like he found the hieroglyphs he was looking for and got his photos. He's refusing to upload the photos remotely. Says we'll get the photos when we get him.
Tell little Nellie to sit tight. Daddy's on the way.
Roger that.
Alright, so apparently Stein is upstairs. We're going to take a look around and see if we can grab him. Not too lovingly, but we definitely want to extract him because he's got things that we need. And there's nothing better than someone that has a thing that you need when it comes to motivations to save him. And what are these pod things? Like, are these like, I don't know, they look like deflated dead spiders or something. I have no clue, but I am going to break these crates because I felt like I didn't clear enough stuff in the last level, so I'd like to find a few more secrets this time, so hopefully we come across a few more useful goodies. It looks like we got some hieroglyphs here. Let's take a look. The gods have perished, and men built great temples on their graves. Only the oracle has remained. Okay. There's always that deep, dark sense of foreboding whenever you come across... And flashlight? Don't do that kind of stuff to me, flashlight. Oh. We're moving into the light. Never mind. Go ahead and turn yourself off. Take a break, flashlight. Take a load off. Relax. Do what you need to do. We got metal detectors. I can almost guarantee we're not going to pass that test. And I apologize if my crate smashy nature gets on your nerves, but with how many secrets we missed in the last... We missed 17. Well, we missed 16. And by we, I mean me. I don't mean to callously lump you in with me. You guys probably would have found a lot more than I did. Okay, so I guess those are some kind of alien pod. We've all seen the movies. And looks like there's little spidery insectoid things inside them, so I guess I will let loose my fury on each and every one of them. I hear a helicopter. Oh, there's one on the ceiling. No way. Alright, so I guess we gotta keep an eye to the sky and hope that they don't pass us by if we wanted to be rhythmic and rhyme savvy about it. If we wanted to be a rhyme smith about the whole situation. We've got to keep an eye on the sky to make sure that they don't get the jump on us. It looks like they have to close the gap with us before they can do anything. I don't see any projectiles or anything of that nature being levied against our cause. So, maybe we won't worry about that, but... I think that was Serious Sam's attempt at the Spider-Man theme. So, one thing we know is that he is a manly man-bastard. But at the same time, he's also tone deaf, which proves my point that I don't think you get everything in life. You never get everything. You can be super beautiful, but you don't get all of the skills. You only get a couple, and you gotta work with what you have. If there ever was somebody that had everything, like they were good looking, incredibly smart, super like crazy jujitsu masters, just like one of those people that just makes you feel bad about yourself. I may have to write my congressman, my celestial congressman, perhaps, and figure out what went wrong and why I was left so deficient, but we don't complain about things because we've got hot steel and lots of stuff to shoot at, which is really all you need in life. As long as you got stuff to shoot at and plenty of ammunition, there's really not a whole lot to complain about. Now, I do want to, being a completionist, I am going to clear out this entire hallway and see if we can get all of these bugs eliminated. Plus, I don't really know what the stipulation is for their birth. They're squirty, nasty little monster births. I don't really know what causes them to hatch, so it could be just about anything. It could be actually game triggered, and I don't want them to come up behind me. The last thing I want to deal with is being surrounded by ridiculous little buggy monsters. And it looks like there's certain things that my gun is just not so good at breaking, and you actually have to bust out the sledgehammer. I guess we got another hieroglyph here, it looks like. The oracle said, "Build me the tabernacle, and I shall give you the power to wield the arrow." There will be no arrow wielding here. At least not against me. Wield them as you see fit against our buggy friends, but don't wield the arrow against me. I want to make sure that I'm on the feathered end and not the pointy end. Feathers are definitely more comfortable than pointy little pieces of flint and steel. Now, the music is still going. The music is always a pretty good indicator that you are still under assault. Let me see if I can... These always seem like a great place for them to hide secrets because they cover up such a big chunk of the wall. So my apologies for my being thorough this time, but I don't want to get skunked again. I felt rather skunked. And for those of you unfamiliar with the term, being skunked is usually what like rednecks use on one another, like when we go fishing, or like when we go out and we try and, we go out and we shoot at things. If you don't get anything, you've been skunked. And so being skunked is a derogatory thing. You don't want it to happen to you. You're usually the source of all the jokes for the rest of the day. So, you really don't want that to happen. Getting skunked is the last thing we want. And I thought that thing's eyes were going for a second. Like, I thought it was the berserk mode, but it's just pills. It's okay. I thought perhaps maybe for a second the spider had gotten himself into the pills and had used them in a similar fashion that I do, and it just roided him out, and he was on a spider-filled roid rage adventure to destroy us. And our health is still lax, even though we haven't really gotten hit or anything, which I guess the level's starting me with less health. I don't know if we got hit before we jumped down into the tunnel. I wasn't really paying attention, but hopefully we didn't. And we'll grab the rest of these. There we go. And maybe bust this up just to make sure. I mean, I doubt there's going to be any secret behind it because there's a room right next door to us, but maybe. Maybe. You never know. And thus far, they haven't repaid me for checking any of these crates. So I may just be being paranoid. Maybe there is nothing actually in any of these crates. But for the sake of posterity, I mean, well, maybe not posterity. I can't think of any of my posterity that are come and be like, "Oh, I need to watch your Serious Sam video. It has to hold useful nuggets of information." But maybe. And if it'll help just one person, I'll include it. And yeah, I see you on the roof, big guy. You don't scare me. Big guy on the ground definitely scares me. Big guy behind me definitely scares me. But big guy on the roof, I've got him locked in. I've got his number, so... And I have no clue what I just did to that bug. I don't know if I just did a manly hip thrust and just took him out with the powerful movements of my pelvis, or if we actually just meleeed him to death, but I'm going to assume that it was a manly man thrust because, getting killed by, well, getting thrust to death would be kind of embarrassing. It would probably warrant that humorous gravestone that I'm always talking about. And I bring it up all the time because I really think that if your life ends in a humorous way, you really owe it to future graveyard goers to just at least kind of be funny about it. I went to a graveyard one time and I went through, and it was a really old one, and I found a gaggle, a rough assortment of hilarious tombstones, and there was also some really depressing ones, but I tend to focus on the humorous ones. I don't remember what they were about, so if you were thinking that I was building up to some kind of humorous story or something of that nature, nope, nothing. I got nothing. Now, let's see if we can get through there. Haha! A mini secret has been found, 5 shotgun shells, so we're at least anteing up to what we did in the last episode. We've got 1 secret found now. Hopefully we find a few more just to iron the whole situation out.
Shut up.
So I don't know. I guess damage probably wakes these little guys up because that explosion woke both of them up. I'm going to guess that it's probably not due. I'll try and touch one in a minute. That's what we'll do. We'll touch one. We'll touch it tenderly and see if it wakes up. Anything else? Nope. And now that I know that the crates may have goodies in them, I'm just going to go crazy. I'm going to go crate crazy in my quest for goodies. It's behind me! Melee! Melee like the wind! And I was a little confused there for a second. I couldn't tell if I killed it by shooting it while it was on the roof. I didn't know if it fell to the floor and if it was ready for a stomping or if it was still up there. And that was why I had a brief hesitation there. Yeah, big guy. I see you. I see you coming, and I've got something prepared for you. I've got something delicious, my cray-cray little critter. And you've gotta respect anything that can take 10 50 cal rounds to the face and still keep coming. They are well built. And let me do a leg count here. It looks like we've got 6 legs, so I guess it's an insect. And look at the back end. I don't see, we're not gonna probe too deeply at this point. We're just gonna keep rolling. And I see tons of hatched things on the ceiling, so there's probably a number of them just waiting for me to walk through this archway. It's difficult to tell, but they've got to be around here. There's the little pods. We've got the evidence already, so why not take a moment and see if we can figure out what in the hell is going. Ah, there it is. There it is. A not so subtle triggering. And it appears as though we've got a big one closing in with us right there. Kind of reminds me of the way that they speed along the side of the wall like that. Kind of reminds me of the way the Lycans run around in Underworld. Which, I liked the first film. The first film was cool, but after that they kind of dropped. Actually, the second one was pretty cool too, just because of the whole helicopter thing. I mean, how many times do you get to see a werewolf get kicked into a helicopter blade? That was pretty amazing. So the second one gets a pass too, but the third one, what in the hell were they doing with the third one? I don't know if you guys saw those films, but I felt really let down by that third iteration of the series. It was not quite so cool as I would have hoped. And nothing back here. They gotta start. I'm trying to be thorough this time. I'm trying to keep my chin up and pay attention to any of these goodies that may be hiding, but maybe I'm just not ready for it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not ready. Maybe they just don't want to reward me. Maybe they'll think I'll get worse and I'll just destroy even more crates. Either way, this hospital is in desperate need of a groundskeeper. I don't know if they're just not paying people anymore, but they left artifacts behind, too. They didn't even bring them with them. I don't remember if they said that this was like a... Yeah, I see you. And this one... power thrust! Actually, thunder thrust. There we go. That's the term I'm going to use. I'm going to hit him with a thunder thrust. Nothing can survive my manly thunder thrust.
Except maybe possibly something with a grounding solution. Assuming indeed your conductivity is high enough.
There we are, and these don't look like they have anything inside of them. Bugs. Just driving me crazy with these sound effects, making me nervous. The nice thing is it doesn't look like they can pass the boundaries of rooms. Thunder thrust! Gotcha. Now, this way... looks like the direction in which they want me to travel, so we'll roll out in this direction. I probably should have checked the end of... Well, did I check the end of that? I can't remember. I can't remember if I checked the end of that, but we're going to go this way for now. What the hell was that? Who's oohing and ahhing? Hopefully nobody's getting interspecial here with the bugs. That would be awkward. Plus, I forgot my camera. Oof. That was not a pleasant noise either. We're just going to cleave our way through the layers here. Hopefully we find something useful in all of this. I can't guarantee it, but I can at least attempt to be kind of thorough. I can make my rounds and just hope that we come across something that is clandestine, but it looks like we're not going to have any sort of luck in that regard. So my abilities to locate clandestine goodies are betraying me. They are woefully betraying me. We are, however, being very hard on the bookcases here. They're definitely going to have to go to an IKEA or something of that nature. Actually, we missed this one. Anything? Nope. Well, they don't appear to want to reward me for any of my hard work here, so I guess we'll go... Well, there's some bloodstains. Somebody appears to have made a splash over here. And I don't see anything too suspicious. I don't even know if I can destroy those. They look a bit more metallic than my previous assault victims, so... I guess I'll leave them be. Nothing there either. Well, they're being less predictable than I would like about their secret distribution, but hopefully we'll find something. I mean, if you're in this for the secrets, Splattercat is definitely not... Splattercat is definitely not delivering. Now, on the shooty end, I feel as though I'm doing an adequate job with the shooting. With the shooting and the scooting and the looting, you know, I feel like I'm doing an okay job, but whoever this is bleeding profusely. How much you want to bet? It's probably Stein. Stein is probably my victim here, but, you know, what can you do? Maybe we made it a moment too late. We'll grab those armor slivers. Anything in there? Mini secrets? Anything? Nope. No mini secrets for me, unfortunately. Well, somebody's got reception down here. They're doing better than my Verizon does. Anytime I go on any type of concrete structure with my phone, Verizon just woefully lets me down. And we got some more hieroglyphs. And thus Khufu took possession of the property of Horus, which belonged to Osiris, and gave oath to protect it forever. Alright. Hopefully we don't come across Khufu, because he seems like he's holding it down. Pill bottle, and nothing else that appears really, really pertinent. We've got an exit sign, so I'll probably follow those. Still, somebody needs to get that phone. There's nothing more obnoxious than not only a ringtone, but a bad ringtone. I hate it when people have bad ringtones. You gotta swap off the generic. Step it on up. And I don't think I can actually destroy these little mailboxes, these things that they have at like hotels, or old classy hotels, but... Sounds like our signal's coming from this way, so let's step on up and see what happens here.
Professor, you've got to get us that data.
Quinn, it's me. Stein didn't make it.
Shit. Did you find his phone?
You mean the phone you just called?
Right. He should have pictures of hieroglyphs that haven't been deciphered on there. You've got to upload those to us right now. Then you can head to the emergency extraction point.
Copy that.
Alrighty then, so let's head back to where we came from, because why am I in a... Hold on, I almost got moving quicker than I planned. Now, Dr. Stein appears to be disarmed, but he did hand his phone over to us. And so, let me see if touching these actually makes them angry. Nope. You can touch them, caress them, do whatever you want, and they don't appear to wake up, so we're good there. Okay, but they are sonically sensitive. Run! And there we go. And this is probably a good time to break off the first part of this, so I'm going to upload both parts. So I'll see you in just a few minutes with the second part of Mission 2 of our Serious Sam Let's Play. See you there, guys.